Well, we have a sad story coming out of Florida about a black woman who was missing since November the 28th. Now, she's been found. And the reason why I wanted to do this story is because I believe that divestment propaganda is getting black women killed. I really believe that because propaganda can be a wicked thing. When you're putting a propaganda out saying that Zaddy, he don't do no wrong, he don't put his hands on women, he just gives you the world, right? And this propaganda that only black men do that, not Zaddy. Well, when these stories come out that we about to talk about, which is a sad story, the divestment propaganda individuals, they don't say anything about these stories. They don't really care about black women at all. That's what I see. So you have a sister that the police identified the remains of her on the morning of December 7th in the Newport Richey woods, one day after arresting the Zaddy they believed was responsible for her death. Now, I want you to watch the clip. It's a very, very sad story. Let's go ahead and roll that.
The body found earlier today is that of Kathleen Moore. This obviously some shocking news for her parents and her friends. They knew that it could possibly be her. That's what they told us earlier today. But they are finally getting that confirmation right now. Take a look at some video from Sky 10 as they flew over the scene earlier today, showing investigators there at the location where Kathleen's body was found. This area behind Knapp's home, her body was just 20 feet away. I'm told 3 to 4 houses in that area were blocked off and a part of that crime scene. The sheriff says Knapp's home is the last location where Knapp said he and Kathleen were together in the early morning of November 29th. I asked the sheriff, because they had previously searched this area before, why she wasn't found sooner.
We're human beings. We did our best. We've done our best. You know, we had drones up. We had deputies out there. We had canines out there. And it's one of those things. She is a very wooded area, covered up. Wind, weather, decomposition, those all play factors in a search.
Now, Sheriff Nacco, sending out his condolences, not just to her family, but to her friends as well. Some of her friends even showed up to the press conference today, them visibly upset, not really wanting to talk to us, but crying and saying that they just wish that this would have never happened to Kathleen. Her friends and family were confident that Knapp was responsible and questioned why he would do something like this up until last night. Knapp obviously charged with Kathleen's murder, but Sheriff Nacco highlighted other charges on his record last night that showed just how dangerous Knapp actually is. You're seeing those on your screen right now. He had 10 previous felony arrests and 9 misdemeanor arrests since 2004. Some included aggravated assault and aggravated violence, but Kathleen was not involved there. Her friends, however, told the sheriff's office that they were known to argue and fight.
You know, as a parent, I mean, could you imagine getting that phone call that your daughter was found in the woods somewhere? This, fool ended up killing her. This Zaddy that the propaganda, individuals say that never do any wrong at all, is always the black man, right? So they said on top of that, detectives working on the case, when they confirmed it was Kathleen Moore, they confirmed that by the tattoos on her body, and the family and friends, said that they was informed, of course, by the sheriff's department that her body had been discovered before revealing it to the news and to the press. Now, they said before someone stumbled upon her body 50 yards from the Zaddy's house, the sheriff's office used K9 units, a drone team, as you heard, and 20 to 30 detectives to search for her. Now, the Pasco County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Michael Rosa said a criminal complaint notes that investigators searched Harold Seltzer's steakhouse, where the Zaddy worked, to search for anything to connect to the Sistas' disappearance, even looking through a dumpster. Now, the authorities found black trash bags. Let me repeat that again, in case y'all didn't hear me the first time. Authorities found black trash bags at the restaurant that contained various bedding, a mattress cover, a sheet, and a comforter stained with a significant amount of blood covering them. It said there were also pillows in the bags that matched pillows that the police had photographed at the Zaddy's home. It said the investigators said that the black trash bags, they say disposable supplies that were different from the clear recyclable bags used at the restaurant, and had items that believed they would belong to the sister. Now, they said a set of car keys, a debit card, and a Rugrat sweatshirt that the sister wore in a recent Snapchat were found in some of the bags. It said were a pair of bloody gray cargo pants, brown work boots, and a gray shirt. It said the blood on the bedding and the clothes had been identified by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and tested to be belonging to the sister Kathleen Moore. Now, of course, we definitely here send our condolences to the Moore family, because no one should lose their child, especially a parent. You know, as parents, you say, my children should bury me when that time comes. I shouldn't be burying them. So I know that's hard. But let's really get into this propaganda here. You see, you can't put out this propaganda and putting black women in danger and black women in trouble. Now, when Sister Sade had came over here and did an interview, and we thank her for coming over here to do that, she said that she was told by the divestment, propaganda females, that their job is to corrupt the young black women to be concubines and whores for Zaddy, putting black women in a bad position, because a lot of these Zaddies, they can't get the top rated Zaddy anyway, because top rated Zaddy, they got money. He's not going to really fool with them too much. Now they want to look at Eve. That's a one-off. That's not going to be always the case with them, because in their community, they have a deal about, preserving their culture, right? Because really, as we talked about before, only a white woman can make a white child. A black woman will only create black children, just bottom line. So that's why it's always going to be a losing experience. Also, if you look at this guy, he's a criminal. He was what we would call a Pookie and Ray Ray, right? That's what he is. He had a criminal record, felonies. He had aggravated assault, aggravated battery, domestic violence. He was a freaking criminal. She didn't get no one that was a means and all this, calling it leveling up, because they call leveling up getting a Zaddy. Even though this Zaddy is dusty, criminal, lame, you understand what I'm saying? But what if this young woman listened to that propaganda? What if she listened to that? Because social media carries very, very far today. This is why I say any young woman that listening to this, no man, I don't care where he come from, is void of evil. If you think that one group of men is evil and another one is angels, you're going to find out the hard way. And I hope you don't find out the hard way by you being harmed or even worse. I don't want that to happen to you. Now, this week, I am going to do a live stream on this channel coming up this week. Well, I'm going to read another story that was sent directly to me by a black woman that was married to a Zaddy. And she details how she was abused and called the N-word. All kind of things happened to this woman. Caught her in so much trouble. Okay. And y'all don't tell these truths. Just like recently I watched about Halle Berry. She had her Zaddy with her little girl Nala. And you know what this fool was doing to the little girl? Because see, what they don't try to talk to the black women about is you still black. He got his skin to protect him. So normally men don't even get the kids at all. Normally women have it, but he got the kids and she had to pay all this child support. Do you know that her Zaddy baby daddy was bleaching the little girl's skin? Do you know he was doing that? I just saw this last night. Do you know he was trying to do everything he could to get the kink out of Nala's hair? He also said the reason why he was bleaching her skin is because he did not want the little girl to have the same skin color as Halle Berry. And he always attacked her and said negative things about her being black. So Halle Berry got her a racist Zaddy. And a lot of them get the racist Zaddy too. That's what a lot of them get. And now if you look at the man Halle Berry with now, she was a brother for real now. And she says she the happiest she ever been in her life. I bet you are, Halle Berry. I bet you are. Dealing with that Zaddy that's racist. Because let me tell you something. A lot of these Zaddies are racist as hell. They will treat you any kind of way. They will slut you out. They'll go in your lives and say, yeah. Black men are so bad. Black men this, black men that, black men, run a game on you. So they going to put you on ghetto gaggers. And I'm saying this to you because I care about you. No matter what y'all say about me, I can care less what you say about me. You know, because most of you that's talking about me can't even match nothing I got going on today and tomorrow either. But what I'm saying is that we don't want you to keep putting out a propaganda that's going to have young black women end up like Sister Kathleen Moore. Now, we have to be fair. Have things happen in the black community? Sure, they have. But you're not putting out a propaganda saying that black men will never abuse you. Black men will never do you wrong. Black men is just, black men this, black men that, and just creating a false thing. You're not doing that. So, as I say, and I keep saying this, I will always say this, to be clear. Do what you want in your life. Because at the end of the day, I got my life, right? But what I'm saying is, when you start propagandizing, when you say black women is the most horrible women on the face of the earth and white women is just so better, I'm going to say the same thing about you. You're propagandizing and you don't even know who those females are. Have you ever seen Snapped? In the same way with the divestment females. And usually when people do that, they've never been around these people. Because if they've been around these people, they would know exactly how they get down. Matter of fact, they're so lazy not to even research what these people do. Even not even for 7 days. And let me research what they actually do to their own in their own communities. You leading black women to a slaughter, telling them that. Listen, if you got to write books to tell black women how to act to get a zaddy, you can't just be yourself no matter who you are. Something's wrong. Why you got to write whole books? Why you got to do a course? A whole course to tell a black woman how to get a zaddy? You got to change yourself for a zaddy. Well, he ain't got to change himself for you. But if a brother had asked you to do something, oh, hell no. He getting cussed out. I'm just saying, and I'm saying because I got a platform to say. I'm not trying to date none of you. So don't even go there with me. But I'm telling you because I care. Because I'm your uncle. Uncles care, right? So I have to say something. But let me know, in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. Like I say, once again, our prayers and condolences go to Kathleen Moore's family. This is horrible. And you divestment females, I blame you for putting out that propaganda and leading young black women to trouble. Shame on y'all for that.